Hey everyone, Boozor here. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're just going to go over my most recent plat push. I tried a slightly different strategy this time around. Not sure if it was successful or not, but I think overall, I felt pretty good about it. But it just it just kind of like solidifies to me that I'm able to maybe stay in platinum as well as obviously sneak into platinum. So originally, like I've been using the strategy where I basically just hang out outside of platinum until very close to the end reset period, and then I would string together a bunch of wins really quickly and then make it into platinum that way. So basically, you spend very little time inside platinum to avoid the very high ranked players from hitting your defense, and you basically burst up into platinum at the end. It's similar strategy for people that are pushing platinum, except they would have stronger offenses versus stronger defenses. So in this video, this reset, I went with the other strategy where I would try to stay in platinum and then push against stronger defenses to basically push as high as I can, and hopefully my defense would hold. So I had a decent result, but we'll just go over the video here. I want to apologize for the quality of the video. I have been working a little bit on the settings for my recording, and I believe I fixed it um, today. So my video quality from these recordings will be much better moving forward. So that's some good news, I guess. But yeah, in the meantime, let's go over this one real quick. So I started out about um, maybe 13 minutes outside of platinum. Yeah, so I'm still running a similar team where I go Duchess Necrit with Lockout into DPS. Um, so you see here I'm fighting a pretty tanky team with 2 Revivers and an Ultimate Death Knight. Ethos is pretty good for Ultimate Death Knight because he has multiple AoEs, also has extra turns. Necrit's also decent against Ultimate Death Knight with ally attack. So we're having a little bit of trouble trying to get these guys down. It's chewing up a little bit of time. But everything seems fine. They're locked out. They can't revive Rhodos. Rhodos is down. Also in this reset, Pythion really showed his strength, especially with the his A1, especially with his A1 heal. It's actually a very big big boost. Alright, you notice that Duchess resisted Warlord once. I don't know if that was lucky or if it's just, he has a decent chance to resist, but Warlord has decent accuracy. The Duchess resisted the Warlord, and then he got the revive off. So this team I chose to take Rhodos instead. I definitely probably could have taken Ethos. Either or would have been perfectly fine too. Ethos might have been a better pick. I thought this would have killed him, but apparently not. Alright, just like the waiting game now, trying to wait out the stone skin. They're locked out, so big problems. Oh, sorry, there was the resist. Sorry, that was the resistance from the Duchess that I remember. Alright, that wasn't too bad, about a minute. Most of these fights will be about a minute now. All this stone skin and stuff. I've been working on some Marichka Taras counters. I have a Ronda's built decent. I've been using it a little bit just to play around. In like gold 5 and stuff. But it's not 100% consistent, I guess. So definitely some things work on, maybe just practicing. Yeah, so you see here Python takes damage and then heals himself up with the A1. Just really, really good heal. 11.5k heal there. Like 100k Python roughly. Seeing a lot more Harimas this reset. I mean, it makes sense, see more Harimas, but I don't find teams that she is in that I faced were that good. I mean, a little bit slower, I guess, but all right, about 10 minutes left. My defense got hit once already. Not sure what kind of team that was. Accuracy team. Accuracy lockout. Turvold. Yeah, Turvold. Harima again. Like, no threats unless Harima is a threat. Unless Harima is the threat. Just like Big Mama here with the two AoE revivers and Harima. Yeah, when Python's like protected like this, it's his heal really is strong. Some of the fights in this reset were much longer, so I didn't squeeze in as many fights. So like I said, I was taking on a bit harder competition this time. So the fights were a little bit longer. But generally pretty safe. Pretty safe fights. Like, you know, we're playing with Arbiter and like just Warlord Lockout. And then Arbiter with the TM boost does help our nuker come back with more hits, which is pretty important because obviously Ethos as DPS isn't ideal, but that's the best I got. Finally down, and then now Savage Gear is back to full strength. And down. Yeah, we trying to avoid the Marichka Terrace combo. It depends, I guess. I mean, if it's a lower power, good points return, I'll take a shot at the Terrace Marichka. Just because I do have the counter, I do have a Ronda for a counter. I'm working on building a Shimeo as well. Yeah, it had to be like a DPS Shimeo. Maybe Stone Skin Shimeo, just so you don't have to rely on like Necrit and stuff. Like, yeah, all my DPS rely on Necrit to stay alive. So this one, like I'm seeing like Ultimate Death Knight, and like I said, Ethos is doing okay against Ultimate Death Knight, so I'm gonna take him in. See what I can do. Obviously, Candrafon hits pretty damn hard all the time. My Ethos there was a pretty strong hit just from the A1. Duchess. parry strikes again in 2023. Oh, almost kills the ethos there. Trying to get around to the AoE. Oh. A minute already in this fight. Ultimate Death Knight fights are kind of slowish, so maybe that's a reason for my longer fights. I usually take the check that out. Really, really unlucky. That AoE should have ended the fight, or at least killed the Duchess Cantrifon, but because he landed the weaken on his AoE, which is like such a low chance to land, he gets sheeped, and you know, occasionally this costs me the match. But yeah, this at this point I'm kind of like a little worried, obviously, because the Cantrifon is so strong. He can obviously kill a bunch of stuff. And then when the sheep comes back as ethos, he's unprotected, so and only half health, so he's gonna get targeted right away. Definitely super annoying. Super annoying. Trying to prevent the Cantrifon from taking a turn here. Protect my ethos. Can't afford to wait for a revive. It's already been 2 minutes. Yeah, I think that sheep, without the sheep, this would have saved me like a minute at least. Just having to cycle back, wait for him. Yeah, it wasn't ideal. And then Swift Parry strikes again in 2023. Almost a 3-minute fight. Mainly because of sheep, to be honest, but sheep and 2 Swift Parries. Without them, this fight would have been about a minute and a half, which is like within reason, right? Like almost 3 minutes. Similar type of team that I'm looking at right now. Rotos, Ethos can handle Rotos just because of the multi-hit AoE, so it's not a super bad choice for me up against Rotos with Ethos. I elect to go Arbiter to get extra attacks on Ethos because Ultimate Death Knight will protect Arbiter from Rotos. I think right now we're kind of in the middle of Plat. We're definitely fighting a lot better teams. You notice there that the A2 from Ethos just kills Rotos. Even protected by Ultimate Death Knight too. Boom. That's the A3. Single hit slam. Guy's obviously very tanky. And Warlord's Lockout is keeping everything under control here. Really need to rely on my single DPS ethos to make sure we can kill this team, right? Like, yeah, the heal, the big heal there. 6.6k each heal, that's like, I don't know, that's like 130k Pytheon. Finally down. All right, 1 minute left. I mean, we're trying to squeeze in one run, I guess. Looking for a fight. I'm seeing my score going up and down a little bit, so we're definitely taking some losses. But right now we're kind of looking for a fight here. Where am I? I'm on the edge of platinum, actually. I know I can nuke this team down pretty quick, given if I have a good start, I guess. But I have to worry about the more too. Only we had like 50 something seconds left, so most of my fights would have been decently long. So we have to try to kill this Mortu without the Mortu killing my ethos, because that if that happens, then it's over, right? Okay, so we know they didn't peril, so that was his opportunity to peril, and then we one-shot his Mortu, and then we actually registered a win. So 13 seconds left. So that that wasn't worth a lot. It was 9 points. It was decent. 360. We're somewhere in the middle. We're all good here. Wouldn't expect to fall out of platinum in 5 seconds. Here's show you guys my log, I guess. So yeah, mostly it's kind of weird to see THRU. So people are using THRU as a single target hitter. I mean, seems accuracy, so accuracy to lock out my guys. And then this guy is playing lockout warlord. He might be able to. I mean, he would need like an 800 accuracy warlord to lock out my defense without the accuracy lead. Not that easy, but these guys are platinum players, so definitely can do it. Yeah, Venus Cupidus and another Turvo. Getting hit up by Mad, right? Like if I was part of like Mad, then I wouldn't suffer these losses. But getting hit up by Mad feels bad, man. But yeah, that's hit up by Mad again. Wouldn't suffer these losses. It's a pretty big advantage to be in the big clans, so you're like, I guess, protected. So this is my offense. Actually, pretty good offense. I mean, all wins. Slow, but all wins. So yeah, all we can ask for, I guess, for just slow, steady grinding. It's good. All right, let's check out the chest. And as expected, 366. So we were like 360 the last time we checked. So 366. That's kind of like, I guess, my below average finish for me, but it's fine. So like I said, we tried a new strategy and we held our own, and I feel pretty good about that. So it's kind of like my first time just trying to like actually push up as high as I can and fight the higher level players. No portrait, pretty disappointing. So this is my 7th platinum finish in 2023, and we've yet to get a portrait. So feels bad, man. All right, let's we can go over some of the champion builds. So my Rhodos, I actually bought a 3-star blessing. Saved up for a 3-star blessing for him recently. I'm going with Lightning Cage. You do more damage. You have good scaling on you have good scaling on level 4, so HP crit damage, and it protects some of your buffs. I mean, I could change it up, but right now it just seems fine. I don't really have too many reasons. Try to make him fast, tanky, good damage, but yeah, baseline Rhodos. I don't have even faction guardians filled out fully, so yeah, it's just the limits of my gear. I'm starting to put some more effort into ascending gear, but considering that we have that big news update about mythic gear coming. You know, what is the point of maybe no, not maybe less point. There is point, but less point in going crazy on an old gear, I guess. Also, with Live Arena coming, that's the other big news drop, is that investing in a single character might be not that advantageous because of the exclusion, because you can exclude one champion from your opponent's team. So if you have a extremely strong single character and then you surround it with 3 or 4 other champs that are not as strong, you just exclude the single champion, and then you're reduced. You just basically never get to use that one champion. And yeah, we'll go over his gear. I'll just click his gear real quick. You guys can have a quick look. Some of it's okay. I don't have a crit damage ascendant glove. Pretty good for extra. Best banner, best amulet, best ring. Nothing particular. Masteries. 2 Necrit, set. Yeah, I fully ascended Necrit's boot. That's a nice boot. And yeah, like I said, free to play, guys. Fully free to play. Never spent $1 on this account, and we managed to get one usable, actually pretty decent bolster set. So here, yeah, reaction pieces aren't the best stats, but the reaction piece helps. Full roll work. Arbiter, nothing crazy. Got 2 quad pieces here, so better than my speed pieces. Reaction piece. 393 total speed. My ethos, baseline ethos. Gear. Like I said, we don't have a crit damage glove yet, so and we just started to work on Sand Devil, investing some energy to get more potions and stuff to ascend. So almost 8k attack, 67. Yeah, not full Faction Guardians, missing the final 10 speed for Faction Guardians. Warlord. Just make them fast accuracy, fast. Kind of the same stuff in accuracy. This one's a really nice piece because I got a double speed roll with the ascended accuracy roll. Definitely worth maxing this out. I only have a couple pieces that are maxed. Couldn't get the speed here. I'm looking for perception speed boots with the ascended speed. That would be awesome, especially if I can get it on this warlord. Nice banner. I literally got so lucky on this banner because I don't have any good accuracy banners. So amulet, whatever ring. Base total stats are here. Full Faction Guardians. This is the only out of both accounts. This is the only faction with full Faction Guardians. Somehow I have like 4 Kreelas and 4 Growhawks or something in this stupid faction. So helps, definitely helps. Death Knight, not even fully geared up. Death Knight stats, just high HP, some tankiness. That's about it. That's all you really need. No speed. Real quick. Like these are not super good pieces. This is like my 3rd or 4th priority Stone Skin champion. So I'm definitely digging kind of deep on some of these pieces. Bottom row pieces, like you're basically just taking anything because it's hard to find the right pieces, like HP, and then defense. Obviously I want HP here at the end, but you know, this is all I got. Counterattack accessories are good. You kind of just waste time with it's good to waste time with if you're using it for defense, but if you're using it for offense, it's not as good. Yeah. Arima, I built her for damage, so this is my damage one. If you guys seen my other account, I use Harima in a defensive build, but this one I use it as a pure offense for snooker. Yeah, This one is just mainly for speed. I don't even have any kind of offensive stat on this piece of gear. Good piece. These two. Got defense percentage, but not a very good ascendant roll. This is a really mixed up piece, not a good piece, but it has attack and defense. It's very weird. And then this is a really strong boot, defense boot. I could probably max this out actually. Really strong boot. And yeah, I just built her for damage, so she can hit pretty hard. Protected by Necrit, so has one reaction piece. Yeah, nothing too crazy. And my Duchess. As my Duchess pieces. Just HP, defense, resistance. She has good resistance. Higher plat guys will have no problem going through Duchess. My Duchess. Almost 700 resist, 90k HP. 6-piece stone skin. I mean, it's okay. I can probably go full HP and then crank her HP up to like 120 and then have no resistance. So I like having the resistance. It does work against some lockouts, some lower end lockout champions. So Pythion, similar idea. He's a little bit faster than Duchess, so he can cleanse Duchess into her block, into her veil. Okay resistance, little bit less defense than Duchess, but more HP. HP helps him scale his A1 up. I do have counterattack accessories to make use of the A1 a bit more. 4-piece stone skin, so make sure you get the turn. Quad defense here. Not a bad for resistance. Yeah, pretty good banner, very good amulet, and okay, I mean whatever ring. So, and he's in resistance, similar masteries to Duchess. I think that's it. Yeah. So those are the champion builds. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit longer. So we'll have, I believe, a new Hydra rotation tomorrow. So we'll do a quick little looky-loo on the next Hydra rotation, and we'll see what's happening and what we need to do and what we need to bring to the fight to have a good run. But yeah, anyways, if you guys like the content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you guys want to know something, see something. If you guys don't like something or any suggestions or feedback, definitely let me know. I really appreciate that stuff. Yeah, have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one.